Welcome back to another video. This time we have another good friend of mine, and her name is Martina Spadafora from Argentina. And as well, we have my friend Tiff. So, welcome back, girl. Martina?
Sorry, I was unmuted. Thank you, girls, for having me. And thank you, Sophia, for saying my last name right. It's a little tricky, so thanks for that.
Tiff?
I'm really happy to be with you.
Yes. I'm here.
Are you ready?
Yep. Did you
Okay.
record? Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm recording, yeah. So, what is your disability or diagnosis, Martina?
I was diagnosed when I was born with spina bifida.
Okay. Do you deal with chronic pain?
No, I mean, I am dealing with some now on my legs, but not when I was born or little. It came when I grew up.
Okay, great. Do you use mobility aids? If so, how do they help you? And have you always used them?
Yeah, I am in a wheelchair. I'm a wheelchair user, and I have been for 22 years. Prior to that, I used, little children strolls and that. But turning to a wheelchair actually changed the whole game for me. I started learning what independent meant, so I'm pretty happy to have changed.
Tiff, do you want to do the next question?
Sure. What are some of the struggles you faced based on specifically your disability, medical, mental, or whatever?
Oh, what a tough question. Actually, growing up and learning that I couldn't walk or run compared to my fellow classmates was pretty tough. Being in a gym class and not being able to do what everybody did was a big bummer. And lately having to decide where I was going to study, depending on how accessible it was physically, it was tough. And here where in Argentina, there's still a lot of work to do regarding accessibility. So it's still pretty tough. I think what changed was my attitude towards that.
Yes.
And I have known you for almost a year, and you have a great attitude. So
yes,
girl, and the whole year. Whoa.
We love you though. That's the thing.
And I love you too, both of you.
Tiff, do you want to go for one more question?
I lost my spot. Can you go?
Sure. What is a story that you could share about your disability or diagnosis? Any kind, whatever.
I mean, I always knew I wanted to be a dancer.
Yes.
I wanted to be a ballerina, actually, a classic ballerina, tutu and all that kind of stuff, pirouettes, you name it. And when I was, I think, 3 years old, I asked my parents that if they could buy me a pink tutu. And I went to kindergarten with that. And the principal in the school kicked me out because they couldn't have someone who raised their kid to have delusional desires. What? And I was like, what? I mean, I wish that person could see me now, that I'm dancing, that I'm making videos dancing, that I'm learning.
You're thriving.
Yeah, I think it made me who I am. I was like, yeah, I'm damn sure I want to do this. You're not going to stop me. Not at all.
Yeah, that people are like, what are they thinking?
I mean, I chose this story to tell you something that happened to me that had a happy ending, because I could tell you any kinds of drama that I think we all know and we all have experienced something of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we shouldn't stay on that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I like about you is that every bad thing that it happens, you convert it in a good thing.
Yeah. Like, remember when I have another story, and recently from you, Miss Martina, my favorite memory. Can I say it? And I think you know exactly what my favorite memory is.
I think I know, but you're free to say it. Yeah, sure.
Backstreet's back.
All right. Yeah.
You called me and after we did that routine, and you called me in tears and you said you never thought you could do it.
Yeah, it was a dream come true. And I think I told you those specific words.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I remember.
That particular routine was so challenging that I thought I would never do it. And seeing myself doing it and enjoying it as much as I did was like, whoa, this is it. This is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And girls are going to make me blush or cry. And yeah,
it's okay. We're here for you. We got you.
What is one thing you wish you could change about your disability or diagnosis?
I wish it would have come in another stage of my life, not as little as it happened, because I wasn't prepared for what I was going to go through. And for the exterior, I wish that the society could be more prepared for and informed about my diagnosis and how to help me and treatments, and so that I don't have to go to the gynecologist and hear things like, why do you want the pill? You can't get pregnant. Do you even can have sex? Can you even have sex? Those kind of things. Like, yeah, I'm a woman. I can. There are things inside my body.
I said, yeah, that's a huge misconception too.
That kind of stuff. But yeah.
That ends up the story. Goes to the next question, that is, what is a misconception people have of your disability or diagnosis?
That I don't go to the bathroom. Really.
Yeah.
People think that I don't poop. You know, I had a person coming to my house to help me with everyday things, and she never put toilet paper in my bathroom. And I was like, hey, you know I need to clean, right? And she was like, yeah, do you? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I do. Do you want me to smell? Hell yeah, I do.
That's a misconception.
You know, I have problems with that kind of stuff, but
Me too.
I still go like a regular person would, or kind of.
Yeah. If you receive negativity about your disability in public, how do you deal with it?
Sorry, can you repeat?
If you receive negativity about your disability in public, how do you deal with it?
Oh, I just look to the other person upside down and go my way. I mean, I don't waste time talking to people that I know are not willing to understand and to open their heads. It happened to me once, sorry if I go like too long, but once I was in an event and I had to take the elevator and it was busy and there was a woman standing, professional grown-up woman standing there. And she was like, I was with my dad, and she talked to my dad, and it was a few years ago. So I was a full grown up. And she talked to my dad and said, yeah, they have elevators for people like her over there. And I was like, what? People like me? You mean woman, white, grown up, professional? What is a woman like me?
Yeah.
So I just looked up to her and I was like, yeah, I'll go my way. Don't worry. I'll find the elevator for people like me.
Things that happened. I can't believe
All
that.
the time.
I can't believe that in 21st century, those things still happen.
Yeah. And from an educated person.
Educated.
Yeah, educated. Professional, which is not the same.
Yeah. And next question, kind of the same on the first one. How do you feel society treats disabled people?
The wrong way. I don't know. They are a mix of pityness. They pity on us, but they don't. It's like, yeah, you poor thing, you don't know what's good for you. I know, let me show you. And they don't know crap.
They don't know what's good to us unless they are on our bodies.
Because they are not us. They are not in our shoes. They don't know what we go through. So how can they know? There's no way. But when we try to step up and show them and tell them, they look at us like if we were toddlers.
Or if we're mentally
Can't even
disabled.
talk.
That's another one.
Yeah. I remembered, and Tiff, we talked about I think in last interview, we talked about this.
Yes.
I went to a restaurant one time with my father, and the waiter, instead of talking to me, she talked and she referred to my father when I asked something. So I was like, no,
I think
she wanted to know something about me. If I could change to the chairs and do stuff by myself. And she asked my father instead of me. So I was like, what?
Say we can't do something because we can't.
Mhm.
They look at us like, oh, you're playing
Yes.
the victim.
Mhm.
Oh no, I don't want to play the victim. Give me
Yes.
what I deserve, and I will stop saying I can't do anything.
Or my favorite, I had an experience recently, and I think I told Sophia this experience with my nursing and my PSW. And the care coordinator, she literally looked at me and she was like, I think you should be in a group home or care facility. And I said, excuse me? I said, you know half of my life, but you don't know the whole behind the scenes. I said, this is my independent life. I use you guys to help me out. And I proved her wrong. I said, I may be disabled, but I ain't mentally disabled. I'm physically disabled. I ain't mentally.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a job. I go to and from it.
Yes.
Part of me is disabled.
Yeah.
Except my body that needs something specific to not feel as disabled as you want me to feel.
Yes.
Yep. That's so true, Martina.
You can call me Marty if you want. I like it.
Sorry. That's a good thing, Marty. So, last question, and I think this is the most important to finish this interview. Why do you think it's important to raise awareness for people with or without disability?
I would divide it into two. I mean, it's both faces of the same coin, as we say here.
Yes.
And for people with disability, is you can fight for it because you can. Whatever is needed for you to do it, it's for other people to do it, not you.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
Just go for it and tell whoever has that decision, hey, I need this. I want this in order to be informed every single day about what's your diagnosis, what treatments there are, what options you have. Every single detail counts, and it's basic for your independence. And for people without disability, hey, we are
Step
here.
up. Step up.
You're not going anywhere. So you better step up the game and hear us.
Yeah, because we're still part of the world.
Yeah, we are. Don't make a parallel universe for us. We don't want that. There's no parallel universe. Let's not go back to that creep camp scene.
Yes.
where is, yeah, united but not together. Yes, together. There's one society, not two. There's not an able society and a disabled society. We are one.
Mm-hmm.
But that's for us to say. We have to step up the game first.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cry. I get so emotional when talking about this.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You're allowed to.
Because I feel we people with disability have been intoxicated with medical stuff. That's the part that says you can't.
Mhm.
We have to change our minds and say, okay, yeah, that's my starting point. It's not my finish. It's not the finish line. I won't let it.
So true. So true.
That's so true. You're gonna make me cry.
I wanna thank you very much, both of you, and especially our guest Martina, to be part of this series that we're making, because the main idea of making this project, it's getting awareness about people with disability, and they are not just people with their spina bifida, but they are different kind of disabilities. So thank you both again, and side note, the three of us that you're seeing now has spina bifida, but three different kinds, three different cases.
Yeah, we're SB sisters.
So
we should have a t-shirt that says SB sisters.
So thank you so much again, and see you next time with another interesting video with another interesting guest. So see you next time.